Very good morning, students. Regarding reproductive health, we discussed sexually transmitted diseases in the last session. Today we are going to discuss sexually transmitted diseases caused by virus, viral STI, sexually transmitted infection by virus. It includes genital herpes, genital warts, hepatitis B, and AIDS. Let me see one by one. Genital herpes. It is one of the viral sexually transmitted infection. Herpes simplex virus. This is the causal organism. Herpes simplex virus cause the disease genital herpes. What are the symptoms of genital herpes? Sores in and around the vulva. Vulva is nothing but the outer part of female genital. Vagina, urethra in female, or sores on or around the penis in male. Pain during urination, bleeding between periods, swelling in the groin nodes. Groin is nothing but the hip between stomach and thigh. So swelling in the groin nodes are the symptoms of genital herpes. See, this is the early stage and this is the later stage of genital herpes. And just see the source of genital herpes. The incubation period is about 2 to 21 days, average 6 days. So this is one of the important viral sexually transmitted infection. Next, genital warts. Another viral STI. Genital warts caused by virus, human papilloma virus, HPV virus cause the disease genital warts. What are the symptoms of genital warts? Hard outgrowth, that is tumor on the external genitalia, cervix and perianal region. Perianal region is nothing but area of the body surrounding the anus, particularly the skin. So this is said to be perianal region. So hard outgrowth on the external genitalia, cervix and perianal region. This is a symptom of genital warts. See the picture. So some types of human papilloma virus, HPV, cause the formation of highly contagious raised lesions called genital warts. Genital warts vary in appearance and develop in and around male and female genitals, the anus and the mouth and throat. The HPV vaccine protects against multiple strains of HPV, including the strains that cause several types of cancer and the strains that cause genital warts. It was recently approved for men and women up to age 45. So the incubation period is 1 to 8 months. Next disease, hepatitis B. Another important viral STI. Hepatitis B caused by a virus, hepatitis B virus, HBV. Hepatitis B virus is the causal organism for hepatitis B. What are the symptoms? Fatigue, jaundice, fever, rashes and stomach pain. So these are all the primary symptoms. Liver cirrhosis and liver failure occur in the latter stages. So liver cirrhosis, chronic liver damage leading to scarring and liver failure. So this is the symptom occur in the later stage of hepatitis B. So these are all the transmission method of hepatitis B: direct blood to blood contact, direct contact with sexual fluid, mother to child during birth, tattoos, piercing, barbers, scarification practices, sharing needles, unsterile healthcare practices, household contact, sharing hygiene equipment, razor, toothbrushes, earrings, etc. Sexual transmission. There is a risk during any type of sexual contact. So the incubation period is 30 to 80 days. Next, viral STI. It is a very well-known disease, AIDS. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS, caused by a virus HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. Human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, is a virus that attacks cells that help the body fight infection. There is no cure, but it is treatable with medicine. So, AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. AIDS is a medical condition. Immune system is too weak to fight infections. HIV, what is HIV? Human immunodeficiency virus. HIV is a virus which attacks immune system in human. So this is the difference between AIDS and HIV. So what are the symptoms of AIDS? Enlarged lymph nodes, prolonged fever, prolonged diarrhea, weight reduction, night sweating. So these are all the major symptoms of AIDS. So what are the other symptoms? Lymph node swelling, headache and difficulty concentrating, skin rashes, then fever, night sweats, respiratory system with dry cough, pneumonia, sore throat, muscle pain, nail thickening and curving, digestive system, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, joint pain, weight loss and fatigue. So these are all the major symptoms of HIV infection. So HIV transmitted through unprotected sexual intercourse with an infected partner, vertical transmission from mother to child, injection, drug use. So through infected blood or blood products. So these are all the transmission method of HIV. Next disease, fungal STI. Sexually transmitted infection caused by fungus. Candidiasis. It is a fungal infection caused by Candida. Candida albicans. is the fungus cause the disease candidiasis. What are the symptoms of candidiasis? Vaginal itching or soreness, abnormal vaginal discharge and pain during urination. So these are all the important symptoms of candidiasis. It attacks mouth, throat, intestinal tract and vagina. See the oral thrush, candidiasis infection. So next, protozoan STI, sexually transmitted infection caused by protozoan. Name of the disease, trichomoniasis, caused by the protozoan Trichomonas vaginalis. Trichomonas vaginalis, a pear-shaped flagellate parasite. A protozoan causes the disease trichomoniasis. What are the symptoms? Vaginitis. It is nothing but inflammation of the vagina. Greenish yellow vaginal discharge. Itching and burning sensation. Urethritis. Inflammation in the urethra. Epididymitis. Inflammation in the epididymis. And prostatitis, swelling of the prostate gland that produce seminal fluid. So swelling of the prostate gland is said to be prostatitis. So these are all the symptoms of trichomoniasis. The incubation period is about 4 to 28 days. Next, let me pass on cervical cancer. So far we discussed sexually transmitted disease caused by various microorganisms, bacteria, virus, fungi and protozoan. Let me pass on cervical cancer. So what is cervical cancer? Cervical cancer is caused by a sexually transmitted virus called human papilloma virus, HPV, human papilloma virus, that only cause the disease cervical cancer. So human papilloma virus may cause abnormal growth of cervical cells or cervical dysplasia. What is the dysplasia? Development of abnormal cells in the cervix. Just see the picture, a tumor in the cervix region. So abnormal growth of cervical cells or cervical dysplasia, development of abnormal cells in the cervix. The most common symptoms and signs of cervical cancer are pelvic pain, increased vaginal discharge and abnormal vaginal bleeding. The risk factors for cervical cancer include having multiple sexual partners, prolonged use of contraceptive pills. So this is the major symptom of cervical cancer. Cervical cancer treatment. So cervical cancer can be diagnosed by the Pap smear combined with an HPV test. Papa-Nicolau smear. It is called a Pap smear combined with HPV test. So Pap smear, also called as Pap test, is a procedure to test for cervical cancer in women. A Pap smear involves collecting cells from cervix, the lower narrow end of uterus, that is at the top of the vagina, detecting cervical cancer early, with a pap smear gives a greater chance at a cure. HPV test. What is this HPV test? It is a screening test for cervical cancer, but the test doesn't tell whether the person have cancer. Instead, the test detects the presence of HPV, the virus that causes cervical cancer. X-ray, CT scan, MRI and a PET scan may also be used to determine the stage of cancer. So CT scan, it may be performed to locate a tumor before surgery. A CT scan may also be used to determine tumor size, what other organ might be affected and whether lymph nodes are enlarged. MRI scan used to determine whether cervical cancer involves the bladder, rectum or tissues next to the cervix. MRI is commonly used to assess the spread of the tumor through the abdomen. PET scan, positron emission tomography. So PET scan has become important in the initial evaluation of disease extent. It may detect the spread of cervical cancer to nearby lymph nodes and to other organs such as the lungs or liver. Next, radiation therapy. The treatment options for cervical cancer include radiation therapy, surgery and chemotherapy. So what is radiation therapy? It is a cancer treatment that uses high dose of radiation to kill cancer cells and shrink tumors. Chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is the use of drugs to destroy cancer cells. It usually works by keeping the cancer cells from growing, dividing and making more cells. Because cancer cells usually grow and divide faster than the normal cells, chemotherapy has more of an effect on cancer cells. So these are all the different cervical cancer treatment method. Cervical cancer prevention. Modern screening techniques can detect precancerous changes in the cervix. Therefore, screening is recommended for women above 30 years once in a year. Cervical cancer can be prevented with vaccination. So what are all the preventive tips for cervical cancer? Avoid tobacco, stay at a healthy weight, healthy diet, limit alcohol, regular exercise, protect skin, know your family history, get screened. Cervical cancer can be prevented with vaccination. So HPV vaccine protects against human papillomavirus strains which cause cervical cancer. Primary prevention begins with HPV vaccination of girls aged 9 to 13 years before they become sexually active. Modification in the lifestyle can also help in preventing cervical cancer. Healthy diet, avoiding tobacco usage, preventing early marriages, practicing monogamy and regular exercise minimize the risk of cervical cancer. So monogamy, mating system of one male and one female, forming an exclusive social pair bond. So it is said to be monogamy, mating system of one male and one female. So healthy diet, avoiding tobacco usage, preventing early marriages, practicing monogamy, regular exercise minimize the risk of cervical cancer. So these are all the preventive measures of cervical cancer: regular checkup, pap smear test, HPV vaccine. How to reduce the risk of cervical cancer? Stopping smoking, being vaccinated against HPV, having regular cervical screening from age 25. So these can minimize the risk of cervical cancer. So far we discussed sexually transmitted disease caused by fungi, virus, protozoan, and we discussed cervical cancer. That's all about sexually transmitted diseases. Thank you.